Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenny and Andy McPhee.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny and welcome to Relentless and Unstoppable. We have another amazing guest coming on the channel today, so please hit like and subscribe. And after this episode, please stay tuned to the RNU channel for more amazing guests. Let's get this on!
Hey everybody, how you doing? Just a quick little share of why I started Relentless and Unstoppable. It was for one very simple reason, because of Doug Kenny. Nothing to do with me at all, zero. I was just coaching Doug, and he took on the coaching and mentoring, and he made all the changes. He took all the suggestions from his parents as well as my coaching, but it was all about Doug, his breakthrough and his weight loss, his willingness to accept that he is dealing with high functioning autism and other issues, but he's never quit, he's never given up. So we did one interview with him to share his story, and then we decided to start interviewing other people. And Doug has now taken over the whole channel, and he does all the interviews, he runs everything. He's just an amazing young man. So RNU was born from simply what an amazing young man Doug is, and his story needed to be shared.
Yeah, we got to pass on soda, Monster Energy, and in all truthfulness, I've not eaten at McDonald's for a very long time, ever since I quit that soda addiction, and I stopped eating fast food this year, believe it or not, and I'm loving
That's my
every bit of it.
2025. I cannot say the same thing, Doug. I can't say that I haven't been. Lunchtime is a problem. I'm great with breakfast and I'm great with dinner, but when lunchtime hits, I sit there and there's something to fast food. Nothing of nutritional value, of course, really, but I fall off the wagon at lunch. But my goal for 25 is to really say no Chick-fil-A, which is extremely difficult. No to, if I would go to McDonald's, I'd get the Happy Meal nugget. That's all I want is just some nuggets. Just give me 4 to get me through. And I just have to say no because it's just so bad. I give up. You know what I gave up? And now that you said something, it's been a year for me. I, all of my life, loved eating Cocoa Krispies, Cocoa Puffs, Lucky Charms, Apple Jacks. I was a sugar cereal eater. And I gave that up. It's almost been a year. And so the most I'll have is once in a blue moon, Cinnamon Life checks or Cinnamon Life. That's it. And it's just a little teeny so I can have a little sweet. But I don't eat the sweetened oatmeal. Like I just gave it all up. I love bagels. I love eggs. Like those are my favorite things for breakfast. How did we get on this topic? But it's hard to give up something. But how I did it is I went from full-size boxes to tiny, little, small child boxes. And I would allow myself like one of those in a week. And once I was left with the corn puffs, corn puffs, I don't know who likes those. I never ate those. I was out. And one day I was like, well, I'm out. I'm just not going to buy it anymore. And that was a year ago. And I just stopped. My whole life. That was many years, Doug. I'm much older than you, as I said before. So it's been a long life of eating sugared cereal. And and I just realized just now talking to you how long it's been since I've had it. So it makes a difference. It does make a difference.
So yeah, all of this stuff that I do wouldn't have been without Andy McPhee and his help. And he's just a great man, and he has experience to the point where we honestly just need to listen to him in a lot of areas, And his son Kodi is also an actor and was actually at the Oscars, almost won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, but it was overshadowed when what happened.
What happened then? Oh, what happened. Oh, yeah, that was a big what happened. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Disappointing.
Definitely was, but luckily he stayed in his own lane, obviously, Kodi, but almost won the Oscar. And he took a lot of acting coaching from Andy because of his experience in acting and all that. And, it was great to see him, almost get that award. But, you somewhat wish he would have won as well, but that's the Oscars. You win some, you lose some.
Exactly, exactly. And you know what? Sometimes I sit there and I don't understand their decisions. Like, what, did we watch the same thing, or did you not watch what I watched? But for me, it's the looking at everybody and how they're dressed and seeing everybody on stage.
Yeah, for
Nice
sure. And you know what else? It was just great to see Andy at the Oscars for the first time cheering on his boy. It felt good to see him and his other son and his daughter, I think, and then his ex-wife. It was great to see them all cheering on Kodi, and having that experience at the Oscars, which every person dreams of, whether they are sitting there or whether they're up for an award, possibly nominated, and being around all the iconic actors. I think Robert De Niro was there. I think Javier Bardem was there. And I think there was also Benedict Cumberbatch. And so it was like, man, those are big name actors.
Oh yeah, you'd stop me in my tracks if I ran into Meryl Streep. I get it with the iconic actors and actresses. They're all amazing. To have all of those people in one room must have been really overwhelming.
Yeah. So he has nothing to be ashamed of, in my opinion, because I sure wish I was in that area. Yeah. So this is my last question, which is how can your journey impact the world?
That's hard. I can only assume, because I don't know. Can only assume that I am doing exactly what the mission of the organization stands for, which is creating a sense of hope for people, even in my darkest days. And there are some, and I've had people say to me, how do you do it? How do you have the energy? You always seem so happy. And I remind them that this is an invisible ability. This is an invisible illness. Both of mine are. And I look at life very differently now. If I wake up, it's a good day. Today, good day. Sometimes it's just a day, and sometimes it's a bad day. And whatever it is, you don't beat yourself up for it. I reflect at the end of my days a lot, and I think, oh, what could I have done for today? What could I have done for someone else today? What could I have done for my family today? But it's not to beat myself up, it's to have it at the top of my to-do list for the next day, as long as I get a next day. So I think that what I've left, I would like to think if something happened to me, that people would be saying that I was very authentic, I was very open, generous with my soul and who I am, and enabled them to feel a sense of hope to live their very best life. I guess that's what, I don't know what people think of me. I would hope that's what they think of me.
Yeah, you're definitely leaving an impact, and congratulations to you on your survival, and to all the people that that have survived such a horrific disease, and hopefully we eradicate it off the face of the earth somehow.
That would be great. I mean, look, Aortic, as I mentioned, is an organization, all of volunteers. No one is compensated in this group, which I think also makes us a little rare. We don't take any. We put 100% of all of the donations we raise go right back into the community. This is not Carin's organization. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all the other 34 people that help us and volunteer, watching them and watching how this has grown, and their passion of wanting to help people, and them going and getting certifications. I just became a certified patient leader, watching people want to enhance their abilities to help somebody else be better at living their life. It overwhelms me with emotion all the time. And if I gave them the strength to want to give back to the rest of the world, then I've served my purpose here in my time. So it is a group effort. We would not be where we are if it wasn't for everybody that works so hard in the organization, for sure. So, my heart goes out to them, and my thanks start with them.
Yep, for sure. So where can people find you?
They can find it at aortichope.org. That's aortichope.org. So that's our website. We are on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on X. We're on Threads a little bit. We're on LinkedIn. We're on YouTube like crazy. We record a lot of content, a lot of funny content, a lot of semi-serious content. So really any place that you think of. And we will be launching some insane videos on TikTok very soon. So we're trying to cover wherever anybody lands, whatever makes them feel comfortable. Our YouTube channel is Aortic Hope. So that's where you're going to find a lot of information separate from Facebook, because I know a lot of are not necessarily on Facebook. So I would say the two hot buttons would be our website and would be our YouTube channel.
Got it. For those who have been out of the loop of social media lately, X used to be called Twitter, but for some reason it's now X.
Changes
Very
names. I
vague.
miss the bird. I like the Bluebird. I don't understand the X, but to me it'll always be Twitter. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to tweet. I don't know what you do on X. You just X. I'm not really sure what you do. I think they still call it a tweet, which is weird because it's not Twitter, but not my circus. So I just think of the content and let it all work itself out.
When I first heard it was renamed to X, my thoughts were very vague.
And then what was Threads? I forget that it's there. I'm like, why? I don't understand. It's fine. It's not for me to understand. It's just for me to whatever I'm told that I need to do. I like and I share some content, and yeah, I'll figure it out one of these days. It'll be obsolete by the time I figure it out.
Yep, so that's just their decision.
But
So
I do
everyone,
want to thank everybody for thinking about their aorta during the month of September for Aortic Disease Awareness Month. We went ahead and decided to call it Aortic Disease Awareness Month because there's too much information to teach people and share with people over one day or 1 week. So literally take 30 days for the whole month of September, and it's content typically provided by med students and by a resident who volunteer with us and create this incredible information overload for everybody from the aorta, starting at the valve, aortic valve, all the way down to the abdominal, genetics, mental health support, medications, you name it. We've got the information on for the whole month, and people can go check it out on our website.
sounds good. So everybody, I'd like to thank Carin for appearing on RNU. Please support her charity, Aortic Hope, and the John Ritter Foundation. And we'll see you next time on RNU.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia, saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.